Hello. We are right in the middle of October, and also right in the middle of our stories about supernatural creatures from Philippine folklore. Last time, we had a story about the manananggal, a creature that can remove the upper half of its body and fly around. The manananggal is rather specific to the Philippines, and today we have yet another legendary being that is also very unique. The Tikbalang. Now, if there ever was a reverse centaur, the Tikbalang would fit the bill. It's described as a hybrid human-horse creature, with the head and hooves of a horse, and a human-like body with very long limbs. Some accounts say that the Tikbalang can change shape too, and transform into someone you know. They will then lure you into the woods until you get lost. I wonder how the Tikbalang operates in cities where there aren't any woods. Will it make you lost in a mall? Anyway, those who are led astray by the Tikbalang usually turn up after a few days, many times driven insane. It is said that the Tikbalang may be tamed. If someone was able to pluck 3 hairs from its beard or its mane, the Tikbalang will do their bidding. There are also stories about the Tikbalang abducting humans. Today's story is one of those. This tale is said to come from the Visayas, the cluster of islands in the middle of the country. It is said that long ago, a couple lived peacefully out near the woods. One day, though, the husband noticed some of his crops missing. More disappeared the following day, so he stayed up to keep watch, but didn't find anything strange. A few days later, he had errands to run in a nearby town. While he was gone, though, a Tikbalang came and carried his wife off. It brought the wife to a cave in the mountains and locked her up in a cage. The creature had intended to keep feeding her to fatten her up before eventually eating her. Though if you're caught by a horse-human monster, wouldn't you be too scared to eat? Of course, the husband eventually came home and knew at once that something was wrong. So he set out to find his wife. Eventually, he was able to find the Tikbalang's cave. Looking inside, he found his wife in a cage and the Tikbalang contemplating recipes nearby. Now the husband was smart. He knew better than to go in and storm the cave because the creature would easily overpower him. And so he went home to formulate some sort of plan. There he found 2 neighbors and asked for their help. After talking with each other and making the necessary preparations, they headed to the Tikbalang's cave. When they got there, they climbed down the rope ladder as quietly as they could. No matter how stealthy they were, though, the Tikbalang still caught them, and when it did, it said,
"Yay, more food."
It had an insatiable hunger. The husband and his companions seemed prepared, though, and they said,
Okay, but before you eat us, have some tuba. We will taste even better after.
Tuba is coconut wine, and the 3 men carried as much of it as they could. Needless to say, the Tikbalang got drunk. It's a good thing, though, that it was a happy drunk, And as the other men were entertaining it, the husband let his wife out of the cage. It was just in time as well, since the Tikbalang was getting back to his senses as they started climbing out of the cave. It gave chase, but before it could reach the top of the ladder, the men cut it, sending the Tikbalang crashing down to the cave floor. It was never heard of again in those areas. If you enjoyed that story, please give me a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Please check out my other videos on Philippine folklore as well. And until next time, thanks for watching.